Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another story time here on this channel. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I feel like I've been kind of out of ideas for content lately, like my long form content. Normally, I have like a whole little setup of like what I want to go through, but I was like, sometimes it's kind of nice to just like not to think, but it's not nice because I need creative ideas. But sometimes when I think and I'm just like, what can I talk about? I'm like, what messy time in my life can I think about other than high school? Like, I feel like anytime I tell a high school story, it just like memories churning, just like unlock, unlock, unlock. Um, and yeah, this one came up. This messy story came up, so I'm gonna tell it. Also, guys, I have a tube top on. I'm not naked. I promise. I would never. Okay, so to set the stage for this story and how it all came together, we have to start with talking about this girl. I'm looking past the camera at my portrait of Lauren Hill, so I'm gonna call her Lauren. Why do I feel like so much of the mess in my high school came from like me and girls who would like transfer to the school, like not girls who were already there. It would always be like a transfer bitch. Like I don't know, is that just like how it normally goes? Anyway, so I'm gonna say it's maybe my sophomore or junior year, sometime in the middle. It's not at the beginning, it's not at the end. Again, when it comes to the mess of high school, this girl transferred and I met her through basketball because if y'all didn't know, I was a baller, I was a hooper. And yeah, so this girl, Lauren, transferred to my school. This is so crazy because I think the last story time I told about, oh my God. Yeah. I literally think the last story I told about high school was about my same friend knowing the person who transferred and not being fond of them. So this time, my friend from a different school knew Lauren not because she went to the same high school as Lauren. If I try to remember, y'all, I'm trying so hard to remember. Mind you, I was 15 and now I'm 22. This was like 7, 8 years. I don't even know. But if I remember correctly, I had seen Lauren before because I would talk about her with this girl who went to another school who's my best friend at the time. We're not going to give her a name because she just is in the beginning part. Because basically, actually, we'll give her a name. So, my name from the other school, her name is Sella. So, Sella was messing with this man from another school, which I'm not, I think this man she was messing to went to the school. Follow me now. The man she was messing to went to the same school as Lauren. Because, mind you, Lauren transferred to my school. So, whatever school she was at before, that's how it all connected. And basically, do I condone it? Do I whatever? Whatever. We're 15. You know it gets messy. We don't know no better back then. They were beefing over a man. I'm pretty sure they had some beef over this man. It was like Sella thought that was her man, and then she found out her man was talking to Lauren, and then it was kind of just like a little bit of catty energy, but I don't think they had ever met. And I think that Sella wasn't fond of Lauren because I think Sella was telling me Lauren was being like the aggressor. Like she was kind of like, what? That's crazy, trying to cut him off, but he's still trying to come back. And she was more the like, that's my man. I'll die by that. Like she was more, but they had never met in person. I'm thinking they were like, it was like an internet. It was giving iCarly. I think it was giving like subs, or they might have argued over Snapchat, something like that. So how I've always been with my friends, if my friend don't like you, I don't like you. And like I said, was it probably a childish reason to for both of them to not like it? Because why are we arguing? You guys should both be mad at him. Yeah, but anyway, I recognized her. And I've always been confrontational, but I also know my people skills. Like, this girl knows me. She has no idea that I'm good friends with Sella. But to me, it was like, it was something that was like so quick. I don't feel like it was like an ongoing beef where it was just like, I didn't feel to be like, when she walked onto the team or when I saw her like, yeah, this is like Sella's, but like it was just like, oh, that's her. Of course, I tell Sel, I'm like, that's crazy. She transferred to my school. And I'm like, she's just a teammate. Like, I was in the basketball program almost all of high school. I was always very welcoming, got along with like everyone on the team, except the people I've told stories to, which is too, y'all. I'm a girl. There's always been a reason, right? So So how I would normally be to girls joining the team, like, hey, yeah, come to this with us, come to that with us. To me, it was more just so teammate. Oh, hey, you came from this school, cool. I might have to do drills with you, but it's like it's cordial, but it's not. It's never giving that. It's never giving that. And I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm trying to remember this as closely as possible because the main thing I remember is the whole point of this story, like what happened at the end. I believe that as time went on, Lauren started to either gather one, like connect the dots, probably from like maybe seeing me post or stuff like that, that me and Sella were friends. I feel like she probably peeped that and just the energy. Like she was giving, like y'all, anytime I don't like someone on the team because of accurate reasons, always, it's like I feel like, why do I feel like I'm a toxic nigga? Like why is it giving push and pull? Like the more I just like shy away, set my boundaries, aren't like overly friendly with these girls, it makes me want to chase them more. Like I just remember with her, that wasn't the only part. So one, I had the background of obviously her and my close friend, not very fond of you, but I'm cordial. And then it just started like, again, I don't know if this was just me being chi and like, oh, maybe she's a new girl just trying to make connections. But again, like I said, it felt like cat and mouse. Like the more I was like that, the more overly it would be like, if I was cool with people on the team, it would be like, yeah, come to this with us after school. But she would find out about the plans and be like, can I come with you guys or ask someone else? Like it was just weird. And one crazy thing is, I was already friends with her cousin who went to the school, right? And like, I don't know what's up. Like, I feel like I've met a couple different people who hit this. Like, what is up with people switching high schools and just like telling lies to see what they can shake? Because mind you, I was friends with her cousin already. Her cousin like was my girl, like we were close friends, and I think I honestly like told her like the background of what I heard about Lauren and why I don't feel like we could be like close friends, and she was like cool for it too. Like that was still my girl. Why do I remember one time in team bonding or something like that, Lauren was talking about being a mixed girl. It's gonna be funny in a minute. She was like, yeah, I'm black, white, Asian, and Mexican. And people used to be telling me, mind you, this girl looked not a lick of black. Not like, I feel like she could either pass for like just a pale Mexican or maybe like someone who's like half white, half Asian. That's what she looked like, not a lick of black. And I'm not saying just because people don't look black doesn't mean they're not, but we'll get to that. So they said she would say that, people would say they would see her say nigga this, nigga that on her story. Why? Like I said, I'm close friends with her cousin. Her cousin, who knows her family, knows her whole parents, knows everything. Why was her cousin like, she is not that, she's not black, like she should not be saying that? She's like, bro, me and her, both her parents, we're just Mexican. Lying about your race at that big age, like I know teenagers are still teens, they're like kids to me at some of my 20s, but I was gagged. I mean, I didn't really believe it to begin with. Like I said, just like makes people sometimes, even though they don't look it, it doesn't mean they're not. But I was like that's so crazy that your cousin is clocking and being like, "What the f- is she talking about?" So that's another red flag with this girl. Like she was just a liar. She was just a liar. Like I just feel like I would catch her in little white lies and stuff like that, being close to someone who actually knew her. Anyway, so there's that. So whatever, like I said, I'm not mean to this girl, but we're not friends. We're just teammates. I'm not doing any extra because I'm riding with my girl, with my friend from the other school. But so on the team, or like in the basketball program, it was me, Lauren's cousin, who I said I was close with, and I actually had a cousin who played too. So my cousin started having like that outside era in high school, where obviously me and my cousin are close, so my cousin also knew my close friend from the other school. So I had filled her in like, yeah, this is why I'm not really like trying to be friends with Lauren like that. And I had also like, she was friends with My cousin was also friends with Lauren's cousin. We were all, so she knew how she was like weird. She lied about random stuff and she just didn't give trustworthy. But whatever. There's little girls in high school who act like that all the time. So my cousin started basically using Lauren for her outside era. Like it was getting to that age where my cousin was 2 years younger than us. Like I said, and we were sophomores, juniors at this point. Lauren was a person who had a license and a car. And my cousin was obviously like 15, 14, so she didn't have all that. She was like, yeah, Lauren's like this, but she basically started using her for like rides. Like, oh, like when she'd be sliding up, like, who wants to swoop? Who wants to go this with me? And my cousin just wanted to be outside. So she was like, somebody's driving and willing to pick me up, bet. So my cousin and Lauren ended up having like a little era. During this era, Lauren had a man. Lauren had a man. At the beginning of the era, Lauren, I think, didn't, then started talking to the man, then had a man. Like, people would say she would, like, post him. He would post her rings. Like, they were, like, together type shit, you know? And not to say that just because you're in a relationship, different people have different boundaries, that you can't party without your partner or do stuff, you know, that's all up for your interpretation. But my cousin was giving me the inside scoop on Lauren. Lauren was cheating, baby. Lauren was cheating every time at these parties. Lauren was picking other guys up when she picked her up and making out or hooking up with them, or she was flirting with men at parties and hooking up with them. And I'm just like, oh. And I'm not really surprised. Like I said, she lied about little stuff. So I was like, it wasn't really giving trustworthy. Again, she's not my friend, so it was just kind of like T, like, that's crazy. And mind you, I'm not one of those people. This is what the whole story is when it's gonna come full circle. I'm not one of those people who like thinks it's like funny or other people's pain is tea. Like I was genuinely thinking when people said she was always posted up with this man who was posting her talking about he's her everything, and I'm like, oh, and she's cheating at every party. Like I did feel like that was crazy. That was bad. But again, I didn't know this man. This man didn't go to our school. This man went to another school. Fast forward, y'all. This is the background on the type of person Lauren was. Okay. So, like I said, I met Lauren middle of high school. Boom. It's my senior year. I have my first boyfriend ever, right? Updates on everybody. Lauren, people are saying is still with, and from what I'm hearing, like being in basketball, is still with the same man that she was always cheating on at the parties, like what, a year ago, right? They're still together. I have my first relationship, and now we get to the climax. I don't know what I ended up titling this story because I'm gonna title it in the future. I don't really know, but something along the lines of "boys need better friends," something like that. Cause so I remember one time I posted my boyfriend, my first relationship. We were on a date, whatever, something like that. And I didn't follow Lauren, but Lauren was following me. Like I said, it was getting weird. Like, girl, why are you following me when I don't even follow you back? Like, and you know we're not like that, but whatever. Why did I post my man? Lauren slides up. Oh, what are we gonna? We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Tom. Okay, she slides up with like, "Is that Tom?" Question mark. So I'm literally like, I'm still on the date. I'm still on the date. I'm like, I turn the phone. I'm like, "Do you know Lauren?" And he's like, "Okay, let me see." Like he scrolls through the profile, and we're gonna call her boyfriend. We're gonna give her boyfriend the name Donovan. Okay. So he scrolls, he's like, "Oh yeah, Lauren? Like, yeah, that's Donovan's girlfriend." And I'm like, "Oh, so like," and then he goes on a tangent. How, mind you, I don't know Donovan. All I knew was that was Lauren's boyfriend. People had said they were always posting each other. I didn't follow her and stuff, but like I had seen when my cousin would tell me the tea, she would show me the pictures, like this is her boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. So he starts going talking about Donovan. He's like, "Oh, Donovan, he's literally like a good friend. Like we grew up together. Like we've lived in like house is 2 doors down from each other since we were like little. Like we played sports together. Our families know each other. Like when we have cookouts and stuff, they come over. And like, yeah, I think at one of the events I saw Donovan and Lauren together. So like they're dating. And so me, I'm like, and see, it's not shocking that like they're friends or anything like that. And she's like questioning it. But like I said before, all that was happening about her being a cheater before, that was just tea. But I'm like, so now I know someone who actually knows this poor guy. And I'm like, but does he know? Does he know? So I'm like, before I can even get the words out, he's like, yeah, no, I've seen Lauren at like their house and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, it's like, tell me why. Like, I just found out they're about to have a baby. Like, she's pregnant.
What do you mean by that?
So now again, it's not even like tea hee hee. It's not even like tea for real because like this woman is a serial cheater and now she's about to bring a child into the world with this man. And does he even know? I feel like full on so bad. And I'm just like, oh my God. So obviously, this is my boyfriend. This is someone who knows the man. So I'm like, yeah, I know Lauren. Like, she plays basketball with me and I lay it all out. I'm like, bro, Lauren was introduced to me through the friend, already bad vibes. She had a weird vibes when she came to the school. And then, you know, my cousin, blah, blah. Yeah, I know your cousin. I'm like, she literally told me she was a serial cheater. Like, you know how they've been together for like a year already. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, she literally told me, saw with her own eyes, talked and gossiped like that. She's a serial cheater. Like, I don't know if it's like now, but I'm like, she definitely was, what, like 6 months ago. So I'm like, isn't that crazy? Like, that's so sad. Like, this is about to happen. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you all that so like you can tell your friend because I'm like, I don't know if he knows or whatever. Why did this man respond like, really? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not gonna tell him though, cause like that's not my business. What? So this is your childhood friend, your close friend. Your families know each other. Your boy. You find out he's about to be a father. He's happy. He's ecstatic. He's about to go through some real life stuff. We're still teenagers. We're seniors in high school. And I just give you information and proof that he's with a serial cheater and he might not even know and he's about to have a baby with her. And your response is that you're not going to tell him because it's not your business and you don't want to get involved. Bitch, what? I mean, I'm gagged, y'all. I am gagged. I know people have boundaries of like what they think is this, what they think is that. And it's like, mind you, my friends, I'm telling my friends whatever I see, whatever I think I saw. Cause what? Um, I just told you there's proof. And like it's like, mind you, so maybe if it's like they were just together, nah, I don't want to get involved. He's all like, nah, I don't want to get involved. He's happy. They're about to have a huge life decision, life change. Like you don't want to tell your friend so he knows his self-worth into the next chapter of life he's going on onto. You don't want to tell. Like I was gagged. Like I was looking getting mad at him. Like what you mean you don't want to really like you said that's your best friend, blah, blah. And he was just like, nah, bro. Like I'm not gonna like get into all that.
You bitch.
Okay, okay. Yeah, y'all, that was crazy. That man never told him. And I don't know, like, I literally used to talk about it with other people where I'm like, I really feel bad. I'm like, do you think like they just went on and like he has no idea that she's like that? And a lot of people are like, bro, like if she's like that in like the vibe that she is, I'm like, he probably has to know. Like, he probably has to know. And I'm just like, okay, maybe. To this day, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, y'all know, when we don't have anything better to do, how we be stalking people after high school, bro. Like I literally remember maybe 2 years after high school looking, I'm pretty sure they had like 2 kids by then. And still like so and so in the bio, so and so in the bio. I haven't stalked them in a long time because I'm getting a little too grown to care about people from high school. But yeah, guys, I hope that poor man is aware, or like I said, again, it's not my business, like, but it is a good story time. But it's like seriously, like when it comes to the morality of it, I hope I hope there's some type of clarity. Cuz that's crazy. That's crazy. Man, you need better friends. You need better friends. I think that cheaters think if it's a man, a woman, a non-binary person, I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, haven't followed up and heard in years, but is that not crazy? Like, men, y'all need to be better friends to each other. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Time. By the way, I have a son. Sully, you want to say hi to the YouTube? He was sleeping, but I had to show you guys I'm a mother. Watch my TikTok and Instagram, and you'll really see him though. Eh. But yeah, guys, let me know. What do you think about that story? Like, it's so sad. I feel like it has to have come to light by now. Like I said, that was when we were seniors. I was class of 2020. So this is 5 years by now. It's had to. Low key telling this story making me want to lurk and see. Just for fun, just for fun. But on in all seriousness, I hope I hope karma has weighed in, and I hope their babies are protected and healed from the BS that was happening in high school. What would you guys have done? Like, do you think I know most of you guys are gonna think my ex was wrong for not telling him. I'm like, would you guys have told the man yourself? Like, I don't know. I just think that's crazy. I think that's but yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video, this story time. Check out my story times playlist if you want to hear more, or any other video for that matter. Give me some ideas in the comments. Like I said, I'm kind of like brain like in my creativity right now when it comes to long form, but I know I'll think of something. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.